Hey, what's up guys? It's Jonathan Golden with Blue Gold Media, and here we're in the garage, but I want to give you guys an update that I'm going to be doing a boot camp to become a videographer, just revealing all the golden secrets in the business. So first up, we're going to talk about photos, and then we're going to work our way into video editing. We're going to do the whole breakdown. So I hope you guys enjoy the course and the series, and it's all free. It's going to be all on YouTube, back to back to back, so let's get into it. All right, what is up guys? We're here in the studio. So I shoot, I edit, I take the photos, I do it all one stop, and then my wife helps me out as well. She does the photos, so I mainly do the video, but on the weekends I kind of do everything myself. But I want to get into a little bit of background about me. Is we've been shooting for a few years now, acquired a ton of gear and experience throughout the whole years of shooting, and want to share that journey with you and the process, because there's a lot of information online that just kind of you learn one thing but not the other. So we're going to break it down best as we can. So leave us a comment, a like, subscribe. For the next 30 days we're going to be dropping a video every day on all the different processes of the real estate media. A little bit about me too is I've shot for the Altmans. I just did a lot of celebrity houses. I did Rob Zombie's house that sold. You could check out our Instagram, our YouTube channel. We've shot a lot of stuff over the years. Celebrities, brands, like you name it, I've shot it. Events, weddings, whatever it is, I'll shoot it all. And I'm fully licensed, insured, everything. Got my FAA license. I'm legit. And yeah, just want to give my real raw experience with you guys. So I have a little bit of notes. You could potentially make anywhere from 5 to 30K solo in this business, which is really good money. If you're like 18, 21, got a lot of energy, a lot of drive, you could potentially shoot 3 to 5 houses a day, depending on if you focus on one area. So I'm going to help you guys break that down as far as like what you need to get started, and then also just any one-on-one coaching too I could help you out with. I'm going to eventually roll that out. So I'm going to just go off of what I know is if you want to get started in this business, you need to either work with somebody that's already doing it, like myself. So if you want to come work with me, send me a DM or reach out to other companies and say, hey, I want to work with you. I want to shoot. I want to do whatever, shadow, job train, and see if they're willing to, do like a little ride along, see if you even like it. If you do like it, then just might as well jump in and rack up the credit card bills and start investing. So what we here have is the Canon R5 is R5C 15 to 35 lens. That's what we shoot all of our photos with. Good camera here. What am I showing you guys? I'm showing you my project. So I have all the real estate stuff that I've used. I'm going to try to link everything on my Amazon. I'm going to try to organize and put everything best of my ability here as what to get, what to buy, what's essential. I think if you're starting out, you just probably need a dual operator camera, so a camera that specializes in photos and video. I recommend either the R5C or the A1 or this Sony A7S III. This is more of the higher end stuff here. The A1, it shoots photo and video. So if you're gonna do this business, you kind of need a dual camera, or we're two different shooters, so we have one camera for photos, one camera for video. Also have the FX3. Yeah, here's the FX3 here. Yeah, here's the FX3. It's a great camera, super light. I have the Laowa 10mm on it right now. So just giving you guys an overview of what to expect, what to spend. I would say be ready to spend anywhere from 5 to 10,000. Recommend going on Facebook Marketplace. You can find a lot of good deals there. I'm selling a lot of my gear that haven't used in a few years, in a few months. So selling this FPV drone here. Super nice, super fun to fly, but realistically, I don't have time anymore to fly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drones at a time. So you kind of want to, limit your gear. You don't need it all. Like there's a bunch of gear coming out every month, and you don't need it all. So to start, I started with just the photos. I recommend just starting with the photos because, yeah, it's a lot to process for this business. So I recommend starting with the photos. The photos is going to help you guys, just break through that door and just get started and see what the whole industry is about as far as working with agents and getting the job done. Let's make sure I'm good here. First video, I want to make sure everything is recording properly. Let's load this back up. Different software, right, that we need. All right, so back full frame. I didn't want you guys to get distracted with my screen over there. But yeah, back to the gear and starting with the photos. I say recommend shadowing somebody, or I'm gonna do a photo class on the next video of just kind of like step by step, how to bracket the photos, how to take the photos, because you kind of need to be on a job site. So I want to do this video on a job site next. We're shooting on this Manfrotto 290 Extra and the ball mount. This is one of my favorite mounts here. It's just very comfortable, and just you could be able to move this around pretty sweet, and it goes pretty tall. You can put it up, put it down. Got this here. Yeah, super nice mount, very heavy, sturdy. We also have another one that's carbon fiber, for the car guys. So that one's pretty fun. What else can we talk about, guys? Yeah, also for the video stuff, I think you could start with the iPhone setup, right? I've done a lot of reels with just the iPhone. Nothing lately, but the iPhone definitely has some good quality, especially the iPhone 17. So you could get, the iPhone and then probably just get one of these things here, the Osmo. I actually started on one of these, the Pocket 4, the 3. Good old days. Yeah, there you go. You can buy one of these, and you can do the reels here. You can do it wide or vertical, and definitely that's the easy way just to get started, because the iPhone the quality is pretty good, and I could show you guys the settings on what to do on the settings side, like how to set up the camera, how to walk. So there's be a different class on that, the gimbal talking or gimbal walking. Yeah, kind of just get a little breakdown, overview of everything. Photos, right? You got the camera, you got the memory card, you got one of these little adapters, SD card. We have the CF Express B. That's like going to be 1 terabyte, so you don't have to keep flashing the drive to delete it. This is good too because it's also faster to transfer to your computer if you're going to be editing the photos. I would just get one of these. I would skip the SD card because the quality or the transfer rate is so slow depending on which camera you get, because this is an 8K camera, so the photos are 8K, really good quality, and file sizes are huge, so I think the file sizes are going to get bigger and bigger. Anyways, so we got the photos, we got the iPhone, we got the gimbal, and then next was to be the drone. So definitely, you need your drone license, or else you're gonna get in trouble. If you're not fully licensed, people are gonna be coming up to you. You might get reported by competitors saying, "Hey, he doesn't have a license." So yeah, make sure you get one of those, and then take your test, and then that's when you can earn money legally from working with the drone stuff. And then I recommend the DJI 4 Pro Mini. This is the one I've been using. It's pretty cool because it does the wide for the photos and then the vertical for the reels. Not a lot of people are doing the wide videos anymore because they're kind of obsolete. Everything is short form content, so the Mini is really good. It's not good in the wind though. If it's windy out, it's trash. You gotta switch back to the Mavic 3 Pro. This is also sub 250, 250 grams. If you take your drone real estate license or your drone license, to be able to fly over people, the weight is 250 grams. Also, you need prop guards if you're flying over people. Don't do much of that, mainly real estate, so I'm safe there. Also, when you go to other countries, 250 grams is kind of a big deal in other countries. I haven't traveled much, but that's a big deal there. You might get a lot of restrictions or stuck at the airport, but the Mavic is definitely heavier than 250 grams. It flies really nice though. It's very smooth and stable. I like it. But mainly I like this one because when I'm flying, I like to do that FPV kind of feel, and I fly through like trees or get close, fly inside the house. This one, it's so tiny you could fit in good spots, good space, right? The other one, not so much, right? Yeah, it's huge. Dangerous. Yeah, also with I think another important piece of gear is the mics. The quality and the technology has been getting better and better every year. So I have these. I'll show you the DJI mics. I think there's a Mini 2 now. There's a Mini 3, Mini 4. These are really good. So yeah, it comes with this little case here, little rechargeable case. You could put, which is good. It comes with an iPhone adapter, so you can run this with your iPhone. You don't need a fancy camera anymore. So a lot of people just do iPhone videos, like UGC content. You can make a lot of money there. I could show you guys some examples of that I've done. On the audio side, just a quick overview. I would recommend getting these wired mics because sometimes the magnetic mic, this will be another class on audio because really important to get good audio in the videos, could make or break the video. I could get you a job or never a job again with the client because the audio might sound messed up. It's no good. So yeah, these are cool because they're magnetic and you don't have to put the wires down somebody's shirt, like a girl or anyone that's uncomfortable with the wire, and then you could just put it in there, put it backwards. This is like one of my specialties here because I see a lot of people putting the mic, right here with the big caterpillar filter, and it just doesn't look good. Also, if someone is wearing black, like a black shirt, I like running the cable too if it's not too windy out because you get that nice clear crisp audio. But also these have a built-in, turn it on for you. There's a green light and then a yellow light. So if you put green light, it's no background removal. If you put the yellow light, it's background removal. So it has that built in, which is nice. That's on the 2s. The 1s didn't have that. You'd have to go into Final Cut Pro, and go audio. Where's the audio here? Oh yeah, audio, and you could go voice isolation or whatever. And then you'd have to remove the background. But yeah, thankfully DJI has stepped it up and they have that built in. So yeah, that's important. I would get that if you're starting out. So the camera, the photos, the video, your iPhone, you could kind of save there, get the Osmo gimbal, you're set. And then also the mic, because pretty much 50% of my videos or 80% now is the agent is in it. They want to market themselves and talking. If they see one agent doing it, they want to be in the video, right? And it makes sense, So this video didn't have anybody in it, but it has a cool like FPV drone. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff. So many different types of videos. So it's pretty competitive nowadays, but it's still fun with all the different technology and all this stuff. But yeah, I would say that's a good start. Let's see where we're at. All right, we are back. So yeah, I got some water. But anyways, so yeah, back to the different stuff. We also have, there's different technologies that you're going to be aware of, cost and stuff. So file sharing, sending to clients. It's all not about always shooting and editing. It's on how to deliver the material too. So we use Dropbox. We used Google Drive in the past. Whatever the client is more comfortable with, we'll use. But from the feedback we've heard over the years, Google Drive is trash or not good. I don't like it either too. If you upload and download stuff, it comes out different sections sometimes. It's just weird. But anyways, Dropbox has been a great platform. You could do a bunch of different folders. You can have, we got 20 terabytes. I have another Dropbox that has 20 terabytes in it as well, and it's full. So it's always good to back up here. I do have some hard drives, laying around of like old stuff. Typically, you want to hold stuff for 6 months to a year. I think after that, you're going to lose money because the client will hit you up and say, hey, you got that file and you could have reshot it, right? Or shoot it again, or maybe something's changed. Or you could also keep it and then sell the photos. If someone else resells the house, you could sell them to a different person. So there's that could be a class or a little tidbit on how to make money on your content. You could also upload your content to, Storyblocks, Motion Array, different platforms like that to earn revenue from that, because people are always looking for stock footage to sell. So I've looked into that. I haven't done it. I have so much footage that I would like to, but haven't really been focusing on just the shooting, and now maybe just the class trainings. And typically end of the year, it's December, it's a little slower, holidays, not a lot of people are selling, so shooting a lot of events and different brand stuff and products and marketing. So yeah, I would say Dropbox is going to be your best bet for this subscription here to host all your files. You want to upload with Ethernet. I'm using an Ethernet adapter for my MacBook. You don't want to use Wi-Fi if you're downloading files. It's going to take too long. So that's stuff I've learned. I wish I knew right at the get-go So trying to give you guys all the information. Like I said before, comment down below. Please send me a message on what I could do to make better, or what you have questions about, because I get a lot of questions on random stuff. So I'm just trying to cover everything. So yeah, this is one of the softwares that we use, and the Dropbox. Also, Final Cut Pro is the industry standard at this point. You could use Adobe Premiere and different softwares, but Final Cut is just the fastest software. It's like $300 one-time fee. I would just do it. Don't try one program and then switch to this one and then go there. This is what works. I know it works. There's other companies. They use this program. It just works. If you're coming from a different industry and you want to get into real estate and you've worked on Premiere Pro, then stick with that. No knowledge. I've downloaded it once and it just didn't do anything for me. It's too complicated. This is the timeline. Everything is just so simple. The effects, the transitions, it's all right there. And I have all the plugins and a lot of the subscription sites that I can go over that we have has that. Subscription sites that we have is Dropbox that we pay for. We pay for Google Drive, right? iCloud, your phone is going to have a lot of storage of all the houses that you shoot. Coming soon, or Reels. Also, another good one is Motion Array. That one's one of my favorites. You got video templates for different programs here. Final Cut, Adobe. You got presets, motion graphics, LUTs, footage, voiceover, music, sound effects. It has it all, and I have a bunch. But mainly I use this one I've done some templates. I like the footage, the stock footage. You could say like, hey, I want Christmas tree, or something in your video is missing, like an element that you just didn't get on site, and you're like, I need something. This would be your place. Also, the motion graphics is good for like overlays, like those filters, a lot of cool stuff, and like just makes the creativity so much easier. Voiceover, a lot of AI stuff now is happening in the industry. Yeah, that's good. Artlist, one of my favorites here. This is good for music, AI video, imaging, AI voice. The AI voice is good. I can have a whole video on AI, how to use that. Mainly use this one for music. All the songs are good. Christmas, cinematic. You can really filter through here. Acoustic, classical. Yeah, you could really pick something. Easy, right? So yeah, we have that one. I did have another alternative is Storyblocks, right? I think I canceled this one. I just had like 20 accounts here of just random stuff, and I kind of simplified it. End of the year, you kind of look back like, what did I use and didn't use? Definitely didn't use Storyblocks, so that one's out. It's good. It's good. Used in the past. They all kind of do the same thing. Some might have better clips. I know this one had like better LA, downtown, and Los Angeles clips better. That was nice. That's it. You can do some trial programs. So I'll have all the sites and affiliate links in the description below. See where we're at on the time. I want to keep this one about 30 minutes so I don't lose you guys on the next one. All right, I want to show you guys too. I was just thinking about it on how we deliver the profile, or how we deliver the property project here. So yeah, I'll do one high res, one low res. High res is for print. The high res folder is, the file sizes are pretty big here. Let's see here. We have these here. They're like 13 megs, right? But then the MLS, if you're uploading to sell the property on Zillow or MLS, they're going to have a file restriction of 5 megabytes. So you want to export everything 5 megabytes, and that's what this is, right? So 5 megabytes is going to be the file limit. Pretty boring, basic stuff there, but some clients do request a high res. So now I just send everything, both high res and low res, because some do the print, the flyers, postcards. They want the high res because if you do the low res, it's going to look bad on print, basically. It's going to be a little pixelated and not look good. So we definitely do that. Also for the videos, we'll do a branded and unbranded. So one with the address and the company logo, and then also with nothing, because sometimes they don't want to disclose the address of of where the house is being sold, and then also their logo. You can't have a logo if you're putting it up on the MLS. It's kind of tricky. You kind of have to do two different versions of the video, which makes it more tedious on our end. It's kind of an industry standard there. And then also for the song or the time length, you want to stay about 1 minute on the video. And then the copyright music, right? You got to be aware of that. Different platforms are weird. So I recommend sending a client one video with no music, right? And then one with your music, because sometimes the song will be liked by, you or the client, but not the seller, or vice versa. It's kind of tricky going back and forth. And when you're on the road shooting 3-5 houses a day, you kind of get backlogged on so many revisions of the edit. So trying to do due diligence up front and send the song of choice or no song. And the clients are pretty savvy about uploading and picking the song and adding it later, which is nice if they're younger or get the programs. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at here. Let's try to find a cool project so you guys can see. This is a good one I did with American Needle. Kind of simple edit, right? Filters, overlays. We have the adjustment layer, black and white, just to add that little vintage feel, right? So this one I did non-copyright music because they're gonna run ads on it. So that's important to be aware. And the guy I work with, he tells me everything up front, like, hey, do your thing on this one, no copyright music, throw in some black and white, some filters, and make it like vintage. So this is kind of cool. You can get away with shooting like on an old camera, but this was a shot on the FX3. And let's just kind of go over this one, right? So we're using the RE LUTs, Vision Teal Legacy LUT here. Put the filter or the LUT after, and then the color wheel. Did some minor thing here. Shot everything on daylight, sunny settings for the white balance. Overlay, 8mm overlay. Added some grit to it. Then we got the 8mm 16. This one's probably from Ryan Nangle or from Motion Array, the little 8mm effect. Then we have, I think I took out the color on this one. Yeah, took out the saturation here, and then we went into the beat drop, which was the regular color, and then also added some halation, film stock look. So without all that, adds a little warmer tone, just a vibe, right? Without it, it's kind of dull. See if we this one you could really tell the difference. So let's play this one through. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know about you, but that was fire. All right, and then this one was a shot on the 85mm 1.4 G Master with the Sin Bloom filter from Freewell. One of my favorite filters. It's got like a mist bloom. It just comes out so good. That's all natural. This sun coming in here. Yeah, one of that golden shots there. Yeah, a lot of detail stuff here. This was all shot 24-70, the G Master lens, FX3, and then I have a lot of time in between these shoots to mess around. So putting filters on and then also messing around with lenses at 85mm. So those are fun. And then we'll wrap it up with one project from real estate because that's what we're kind of focusing on. There is a project that's really intense that I want to show you. Oh, this one I think is pretty intense, and the editing and the house is big. But yeah, this is a bigger edit. So we have too much sound design, but sometimes you can get crazy with the sound design and the text. That's what's been challenging, in our industry, is all this fancy text adds a little bit of time to the editing. Super cool edit and fun. Brought my car to the listing as well, so that made it pretty cool, exotic. But yeah, we could play this one through. There is some delay with the motion blur. Motion blur kind of does a little taxing on the computer. You could also press for your little advanced option R, I think it is, or Control R. Let's see. Yeah, Control R. You see there. it will render for you, so it won't be delayed on the playback.
Check out this new bombshell hitting the market this week.
Do you think you can handle it?
Little day to night transition there.
Never saw it coming, didn't hear the warning, hit me so hard like lightning.
So you guys get the point. It's a pretty badass house, pretty badass video. So hope you like it. Subscribe, and be coming out with another video soon tomorrow if we get it all put together for you. And then this will be the first video, kind of intro, kind of a lot of information to kind of go over, dissect. So that will be it. And then the next video will be, on-site photo taking, what the settings are, no secrets, no like, I can only show you the angles. I'm gonna show you everything. So hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.